Hey guys, I made my first sweater, which was inspired by the J.W. Anderson color block patchwork cardigan that Harry Styles wore. This took me a month to make, mainly because I kept changing my mind on what to add. I used red heart yarn and a 6mm crochet hook. For the square patch, I used this basket weave stitch that I learned from a tutorial. This video also has a few other helpful patterns you could learn. To make the patch, I place the yarn over the hook with the end facing forward. Bring the end of the yarn to the back, wrapping around the longer end. Then bring the longer end over to the front of the hook and pull the yarn through the loop created. This is a slip knot. Bring the longer end over to the front again and pull the yarn through the loop created. This is the first chain stitch. I made 15 chain stitches. I added 2 chain stitches to start the next row, making it a total of 17 chain stitches. In the 4th chain from the end, I made a double crochet stitch. To do this, yarn over, go through the chain, yarn over again, and pull it through the loop. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull it through both loops. Repeat this with each chain. When you reach the end, make 2 chain stitches to start a row. Then turn it over. This is the first post. For the second post, make a front post double crochet. To do this, yarn over, go in front and through the post, yarn over again, and pull it through the post. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull it through both loops. For the third post, make another front post double crochet. For the next 3 posts, make a back post double crochet. To do this, yarn over, and instead of going in front, go behind and through the post. Yarn over again, and pull it through the post. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull it through both loops. Repeat this for the rest of the row. For the last post, I went through the chain stitch and made a double crochet. I made 2 chain stitches to start the next row. Turn it over and repeat the steps. At the end, I made a chain stitch, cut the yarn, and pulled it through the loop. I made 10 rows. There were 5 tiny squares in a row and 5 in a column. I made them in different colors. Then I laid out the squares. This is how I laid out my colors with the backside facing out. The pattern on the patches face this way. I bought a roll of yarn for each color that was 364 yards, which wasn't enough for the size that I wanted. I should have gotten the bigger size, which was 744 yards. So I went and bought another roll of each color. I had already started connecting the squares and figured I could just add the new patches. But since I didn't buy them at the same time, the colors were all slightly different. This was most likely because the yarn was dyed in different batches. So I took the patches apart to mix in the new colors. I ended up with 94 patches. I used a slip stitch to connect the patches. To do this, I went through both loops of the first stitch of both patches. Yarn over, pull it through the loops, yarn over, and pull it through the loop. For the next stitch, go through both loops of the 2 patches, yarn over, and pull it through all loops. I continued doing this for the rest of the row. At the end, I made a chain stitch, cut the yarn, and pulled it through the loop. I connected them by rows. Then I connected them by columns. When connecting the sides of the patch, I went through one loop. I double knotted the yarn of where the 2 squares met. With a tapestry needle, I weave the ends back and forth a few times before cutting the extra yarn. I left the edges alone for now. I made single crochet ribbing for the bottom of the front pieces, the back piece, and cuffs. I made it in black, but here's what I did. I made a slip knot followed by 9 chain stitches. I added 1 chain stitch to start the next row, making it a total of 10 chain stitches. In the 3rd chain from the end, I made a single crochet stitch. To do this, go through the yarn over, and pull it through the loop. Yarn over again, and pull it through both loops. Repeat this with each chain. When you reach the end, make a chain stitch to start a row. Then turn it over. Go through the back loop and make a single crochet. Repeat this for the rest of the row. Make a chain stitch, turn it over, and continue making single crochets through the back loop. Two rows make one rib. To connect the ribbing, I made a slip stitch through each row. For the cuffs, I went through the first row of ribbing and the first stitch of the sleeve and made a slip stitch. Then I went through the second row and second stitch and made a slip stitch. I went back through the second row of ribbing and through the third stitch of the sleeve and made a slip stitch. There should be 2 slip stitches in that row. I continued this pattern for the rest of the sleeve. I folded it over with the backside facing out and connected the sides using the slip stitch. I used black yarn for the trim and beige yarn for the rest of it. Double knot the ends, weave them, and cut the extra yarn. Then turn it inside out. I made a long strip of ribbing that went around the open part and attached it with a slip stitch. Double knot the ends, weave them, and cut the extra yarn. And here's how it turned out.